Hey everyone, it's me, Aranya, the Phoenix Mage, the Phoenix Queen. Uh, Kind of a vlog. Tonight was my first stream earlier tonight. It's kind of the next day now, it's after midnight, but earlier tonight was my first stream in about 4 months. 4 months! I'm so sorry. I am so sorry I had to take that long of a hiatus. I did. But yeah, when I first took that hiatus first started it, I had mentioned that it was because I had to finish up with the college semester. Everything was just bearing down on me. I had all these pressures with my family life. I had shit going on in my love life, in my school life. So I just needed to step away and couldn't do it. And I said earlier tonight that I was going to focus mostly on just streaming the game and that I would update everyone in a vlog on what all had been happening in those 4 months. So here's that vlog. To start with, I had a whole lot of fun with college. I was so glad that I did it. Spring semester, which is when I went back to school, started going back to school, I got a 96% grade. And unfortunately, this last semester, the fall to winter semester, I got an 84% grade. Major fall. But considering everything that was going on in my life at the time, I'm not surprised. I am disappointed because I know that I worked hard enough to deserve that 96. So having everything in my life that was sabotaging my clarity and my time and my energy, honestly, I know that at the end of the day, it's on me. It is on me. I didn't make the deadlines, okay. But I still feel that if I could go back with some different circumstances, I could get a 96 again. No problem. But yeah, majoring in languages. I was doing Spanish. Unfortunately, my youngest daughter also started pre-kindergarten, and because both my daughters are educated through a charter school, they have parent teachers, and what that is their father teaches my eldest, and I teach my youngest now. And there was a lot of scheduling and time and energy conflicts between doing my school and doing her school at the same time. So once again, I'm leaving school, going on hiatus from college for now because I'm an adult. I can go back to college any year that I want. I can go back to college any old time. It's fine. But she's 5. These are the formative years of her life. She's not going to get this back. She's not going to be able to go back and redo it or have, any year she wants. Not at this time. So she's more important. Her school and her formative years are far more important to me. So she comes first. Being a good parent teacher to my child comes first before being a good student again. So that's what I'm doing school-wise. And she's doing great. She loves school. She loves it so much. She loves the counting and the numbers and the letters, and it's all so fun to her. One of her favorite activities is this weekly thing where you color in the letters and they form these certain shapes. And as you color them in, a picture is revealed of what is it. And she loves finding out what's the mystery object this week. Let's see. What else was going on? For 2 months, I did not have game time since my last stream, since my stream about what happened at the Gates of Orgrimmar with Sylvanas and Sorfang, the end of the war campaign. For 2 months, I did not have game time, and that was fine with me. What I did instead during that time in game was I received donations from fans, and in particular my very good friend Joe, to keep my game time active. But for those 2 months, I didn't apply it to my account. I instead bought time tokens for my daughter's account, my 10-year-old. And here's why I did that. Because the 15th anniversary event was going on, and the Obsidian Worldbreaker mount looks just like Deathwing. who is her favorite, number one, all-time, top loved character in all of Warcraftdom, okay? She loves him in the comics, she loves him in the books, she loves him in everything. So I just said to myself, I am going to I knew that I was going to hate myself forever if I just let that slide by and didn't make sure that she got to have it. So still winter, still colds going around. So what I did was I spent so much mother-daughter time with her on this character. You know, finally, little Valeria the Paladin is now in-game as Valeria Versailles, the Holy Paladin. And she would sit over here to my right. There's a stool over here that she sits on. And I never, ever, ever played her character without her there. So I would read all the quests to her, and she would react. She'd go, "What?" and cry when something bad happened, and smile when something good happened, and laugh when something funny happened. I swear to the gods, everyone. I swear to the gods. It was just like reading a story to her. Like watching how your kids' face changes as you read them a story. And that's what it was. It was having a story time, an interactive story time with my child. And it was magical. Oh my gods. It was great. So I was kind of moving the puppet because I was the one sitting at the controls. But she was the one making all the decisions and having all the reactions. You know, what zone do we go to next? What thing do we do next? What thing do we decide here? So... and she loved it too. It was slow. It was slow going for me because I've played this game for so long. It felt slow. And because I had to take the time to actually read everything to her and make sure that she understood. But like I said, it was like story time. It was a story time. It was worth it. It was so worth it. And so for those 2 months, that's what I focused on. Just all my evenings, as soon as I was done with my school stuff and my other daughter's school stuff, and she was done with her school stuff, all the school stuff done for the day, or, you know, when I was too brain fried to do my college work, she'd be sitting here, and the little one would be sitting back there, and we'd all be watching what the little paladin Valeria Versailles was doing. Oh, that was golden. That was absolutely golden. Let's see, what else? One of my dad's college friends died. My cousin got engaged. Yay! My cousin got engaged. My sister, as far as I know, is still with her boyfriend. I am no longer with Hollandvar. Shane, no more. Oh, I really don't want to repeat anything that I've already said about that. I really do not, because it was a very difficult 10-month journey for me to go through all that pain and this kind of emotional lethargy and exhaustion from pouring so much into someone. And somehow it wasn't enough. You know, the behavior change came sometime between my last visit to him in late February and the end of March. He just completely changed. Everything changed. I am not going to say why. I figured out why. It's too unflattering for me to say it to the screen. If you want to know why, go ahead and message me. I'll tell you. I'm not going to say it here. But yeah, his behavior completely changed. He started ignoring my messages, text messages, Tumblr messages, Discord messages, all the messages. Just ignored them. Ignoring my calls. He would go dark on me for days, just completely disappear for days. And it wasn't just me that he was doing this to. There was other people he was doing this to. He just went dark on everyone and disappeared on everyone for days and wouldn't tell anyone what was up with him until he got back around, you know, to coming back. And you know, when you have online friends, you don't exactly owe them anything, but I was the woman he asked to marry him. I was his wife to be. You can't pull that shit on the person you've asked to be your wife or to be your husband or to be your spouse, whatever gender you are. That's not something that's okay. And there were other things in his behavior, but yeah, this was nothing about what was going on in game. We rarely ever spent any time in game with each other anymore. But this was what was going on in our real life relationship. And we'd have times where he'd be watching movies, I'd be reading, and we'd just be enjoying listening to the ambient sounds of each other's life, you know, just being on the phone, having a connection, or at least that's how it used to be. But it got to a point where whenever we spent time together, you could hear it in his voice. He was a million miles away, totally absent, totally disconnected, a million miles away, not even here. So, and there, God, some of the shit that he pulled. But I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'll save it for in private. I'm not saying it. But in the end, in November, well, actually, it was in late October, I think, I went to the wedding of his paladin Baldar and his now wife Iris. I don't even know how she pronounces it. What the fuck ever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But I was at their wedding. They had made Tumblr posts about it, and I was the only friend of theirs that showed up. And this was on Valeria's character, and Valeria had been Baldar's apprentice in character as paladins. But that was it. That was the only person who showed up to their wedding. And he did not speak to me for 10 days after that. And finally I messaged him saying, did I do something wrong? Are you mad at me? You haven't spoken to me for 10 days. You've been posting on Tumblr. You know, he was posting on Tumblr. He was tagging other people with memes and asking them, but he was not even acknowledging my existence, which at this point was something he did quite often. And that was when he asked for a break. You know, he needed an indefinite break from our relationship, which I granted. So we were not talking, we were not messaging, or at least I was not. He already was not, but I was basically agreeing to not even try to reach out to him for that time. And the day that he asked for that break, and many people have seen the story of Aranya's reaction to Holinvar and Aranya's in-character breakup, but that part where Valeria is sitting on the bed with her mother, Aranya, and just holding her and stroking her hair and murmuring soothingly and comfortingly to her mother. That actually happened the day that he asked for his break. My daughter walked in on me crying, and she just sat with me on my bed, just holding me, hugging me close, stroking my hair, and telling me, it's gonna be okay, Mommy. You're gonna be okay. I'm here. I'm with you. And I sobbed into my 10-year-old shirt for over an hour. I don't think I even need to elaborate in any way on how fucked up that is. But after a month of his complete and total absence in my life, I realized I was doing better. And not better as in better for the fact that he was gone. No, to me, that was the part that sucked. Better for the fact that at least the behavior between us was consistent now. I was dying under the lack of consistent behavior. His words and actions had gotten to where they were not consistent at all. So now that I was in a pattern of where things were at least consistent, I realized how much better I was doing. And then I realized this had to end. This had been going on for 10 months. It had to end. So I sent him, we need to talk. And it took him about a week to answer me back, constantly saying we need to talk. And I said, we need closure for our characters. We need to send each other stuff back. I want to just get on with my life. Please don't ghost me on this because I need to get on with my life. He finally answered back. We decided together that I would kill off my Death Knight because I no longer liked my Death Knight, like at all. So that was one ship taken care of. Oresta would die. Lokir would carry on, do whatever he wanted. And for Hallenvar and Aranya, it was decided between us that Hallenvar would leave Aranya. What happened after that? I already made a Tumblr post about it. I don't want to repeat it. I'm not going to repeat it. I'll link it in the description. Maybe. Probably not. If you want to know, go ahead, come message me. Or go look on Tumblr if you want. But, yeah. Bottom line, he and I have been broken up for a month. Let's see, what's the date? The 15th. That was when... Yeah, a little over a month now we've been split. And the love and support that I have gotten in the wake of that from the community, not just my family, not just my friends and my guildmates and even my fans, like people in the community have come up to me and given me hug emotes when I was in game and have told me such encouraging things. And I'm blown away by how awesome this community is, that I could get all that support and all that encouragement and all that upliftedness. And it's really made all the difference. I don't know how I'd still be standing if it was not for that, if it was not for all of you. I really don't know how I would, how I'd keep my head above water. So, yeah. But, I'm losing my train of thought here. I'm sorry. So yeah, it wasn't anything that was going on in game. It was, or in our stories. What stories at that point? Most of the threads we kept trying to have were dropped. But yeah, it was all about what was going on between us in our real life relationship, and that was not okay. In the story, Hallenvar and Aranya supposedly had a great relationship up until right up until he left her. But, the only strain really being that she would cross over to enemy lines in Void Elf glamour while he stayed staunchly on the side of the Horde. So, that was it for Hallenvar and Aranya. In-game, in character. Their creators, not so much. But, on the happier side of things, I did have a great holidays with my family. For the Yule solstice, and I think I said this in my Roses in December little Instagram video. For the solstice, my daughters and I went out to the front yard and we did a solstice ring dance. We love doing the equinox and solstice dances out in the front yard and screaming, "Happy solstice, happy equinox, la 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 la." It was very nice. It was beautiful. And we went moon watching. We went moon watching for as long as we could see the moon in the sky, because was that a new moon? I think it was a crescent moon. Yeah, it was a crescent moon. So we moon watched until it went away. Yeah, it was. It was an incredible crescent moon. It was all golden where we were at. I don't know what color it was for anyone else, but it was all this nice golden crescent smile right above across the street. It was great. And then Christmas. Christmas was awesome. I have Christian parents, Christian family. I'm a heathen, but I still celebrate Christmas. I'm not going to celebrate Christmas with my family. I mean, come on. So Christmas was great. My aunt was here. My cousin and I conspired on gifts for my daughters. Everybody got just the most awesome stuff. My daughter got a blanket with Jim from Troll Hunters on it that my cousin and I conspired to get her. My youngest got this rainbow unicorn play tent that she had been wanting all year. I have to show you guys. Candy shot glass. A shot glass made out of peppermint candy. You can't see it inside the box, but it's pretty decimated by now because I also got a whole bottle of Captain Morgan's Loco Nut. And drinking that with the candy shot glass was glorious. Yo ho ho. Oh, yo ho ho, Merry Christmas. Yeah. And I got this amazing gift from my uncle and aunt, too. Some of you remember Jerry the aloe plant. Some of you don't, or never heard of her. That's fine. But I used to have an aloe plant sitting on my desk over there, over yonder, off the screen. And unfortunately, Jerry succumbed to her indoor environment. She did not have the right kind of light. She did not have adequate nutrition. She was in this little tiny pot. It didn't really work, and eventually she succumbed to that and died. She just fell apart. And it devastated me because I had done so much better mentally when I had this quiet, non-noisy, non-aggressive life form in my space. I love my daughters, but they are aggressive. They love me aggressively. They run up to me and tackle me with their hugs, and they're loud. Yeah, little girls are loud. So I did really well with that aloe plant. And what I did after Jerry died was I researched succulent care and the care and keeping of aloes. And what my aunt and uncle did was they fully funded a project to get all the necessary supplies to care for a new aloe plant. I got a big old black ceramic pot. My eldest daughter loves it because she thinks it looks like a witch's cauldron. I can't disagree with her. It kind of does. I mean, it's not designed that way, but it kind of does. And I got a moisture meter for the soil. Very, very important to keep from having root rot kill your plants. I got a strata kit like they sell for at-home do-it-yourself terrariums. Also very important for well-drained soil. I got a pack of fertilizer pods, organic fertilizer pods that you can push into the soil every time you water it. What else? What else was there? Was that it? Yeah, that was it. Fertilizer, pot, moisture meter, proper soil and strata. Now all I'm missing is the plant. So, yeah, it took about, how much was it? It was $102 without the plant. I have yet to get the plant. I'll be getting the plant before the weekend, or just in time for the weekend. And it meant a whole lot to me that my uncle and aunt would fund this project of mine for... Oh, and a tiny little lamp. It's lighting up my desk over there because I'm trying to get used to the light. I've only been used to having just one little desk lamp, which I moved back over there by my bedside. But yeah, I'm getting used to the different balance of light. And I got this little plant grow lamp with broad spectrum light so that the plant won't die of inadequate light being indoors on my desk. So that all has gone really, really well for me. And, you know, I've said it on Instagram, but I'll say it here too. Despite being no longer in a romantic relationship with anyone, I really do not consider myself single or available at all. In fact, I consider myself quite unavailable. Quite. Because there's just been this pattern in my life that I want to get away from. And last year, Emma Watson kind of caused a stir by using the term self-partnered, but it's something that I can't disagree with. And I'll probably be adopting it from here on out for myself, because what that is just being the best partner to yourself, treating yourself with the same high regard that you would try to give your romantic partner, but putting that value, that regard, that love towards yourself. And that's really what I need in my life, because for the last 12 years, it hasn't worked. I can't keep... what I need is to just look to myself and only myself for appreciation of my value, because when I have been living and thinking about my value, what it is or what it could be in someone else's life, it never lasts. It never lasts in someone else's life. And I can't waste my life hoping that one day it will. I can't. So I'm going to just be very good to myself, my self-partnered self, and hopefully me, myself, and I can mend all the little cracks in my heart from the past 12 years. Yes. This next stream that I'm going to be doing, I'm planning for the weekend. Oh, shit. My daughter's birthday is on a Saturday. Valeria's birthday is this Saturday. It's on the 18th. I'll probably do it the day after her birthday, so Sunday, because we got a lot of birthday plans leading up to her birthday, so I'll probably do it Sunday. And that's going to be something new. Excuse me, something new, something interesting. That is going to be a makeup stream followed by games, and it's going to be titled Put On Your War Paint. So we're going to be putting on the war paint and then going to war, playing the games, put on the makeup, and then go PvP it up. Yeah. Okay, I think that's really all that can be said for this vlog, other than the fact that The Witcher was fantastic. Yay. Can hardly wait to see what new shows are in 2020. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it for this vlog and what's been going on for the last 4 months for me. Thank you so much for sticking with me. If your patience has carried you this far to stay with me, the phoenix has risen again from the ashes of the previous year, the previous decade. So let us go forth and fly. So until next time, get fat loot, stay on the point, be excellent to each other. Bye-bye.